Hey guys, I'm JT Shaver, and in this video I'm going to be sharing why I think the Weebill S is the best gimbal for creators right now. So I've owned a few gimbals over the years, including the Zhiyun Crane 2, and the Weebill S is just significantly better in every single way. There's obviously a lot of videos out there about this gimbal already, so I'm not going to cover all of its features. I'm just going to share some of my personal favorites and some practical use stuff that you might find useful. Let's start with the pros. So my favorite thing about this gimbal is just how compact it is. It's much smaller than the Zhiyun Crane 2 and even shorter than the Zhiyun Smooth 4, which is crazy because that's a gimbal for mobile phones. The next thing I love about the Weebill S is that you can lock each axis individually, and that makes balancing it so much easier. In the past, I'd find myself just shooting handheld to make things easy because setting up a gimbal took too long, so making it quicker to balance and set up is a huge bonus. The third thing is that the Weebill S motors are 300% stronger than the Crane 2, and that is a huge difference. I can stick a 5D Mark II on here with a 24 to 70mm f2.8 and know that it's going to balance and work just fine. So the max payload on this gimbal is pretty important for a couple reasons, and the first reason is that I can now use zoom lenses without having to worry. On the Crane 2, I was pretty much stuck with prime lenses. If I tried to use a zoom lens and I zoomed in or out, it would change the balance of the gimbal and it would cause it to jitter or stutter, and it just wouldn't work out. The motors on the Weebill S are so much stronger that once I have it balanced, I can zoom in or out and use bigger or smaller lenses and just not have to worry. The other reason that's so great is that now I can take just one or two pretty light zoom lenses instead of 3 or 4 prime lenses in my kit, and that way I have room for other gear, or my kit is just that much lighter. Another big pro for me is that you can adjust all of the gimbal settings directly on the unit without using a phone. I hate having to pull my phone out to change settings on anything, and if you have multiple pieces of gear that use an app to control it, it can become a nightmare pretty quickly. The next thing I'm a big fan of is how ergonomic this gimbal is. When you switch it into Sling Mode, it's like a little handle, and it just makes it much easier to shoot with and much easier to carry around during the shoot. So you can hold it down by your side and you're not having to do bicep curls the entire time, so it just makes shooting long shoot much easier. Another bonus is that when you're in Sling Mode, the little tripod handle has a locking mechanism, so when you screw that in, you can lock it in and you don't have to worry about it becoming untwisted while you're filming. One more thing I like about this is that it has a rosette style mounting hole right on the side of the gimbal, and that makes it easy to mount a phone or a monitor or a microphone or really anything without adding weight to the motors. The last thing that I want to mention is the dual style quick release plate, and that makes it easy to pop your camera off and use it handheld or on any type of tripod and then pop it back on the gimbal without having to rebalance your entire setup. Now that all the good stuff's out of the way, there are 2 small issues with the Weebill S that I've come across. Number 1 are the thumb screws that it comes with to connect the quick release plate to the bottom of your camera. The ones that it comes with require the use of a tool or a coin to fully tighten them into your camera, and that's just annoying when there's so much better options out there. My favorite are the kind that you can use a tool or a coin, but they also have a little flip down ring so you can use just your finger and your thumb to tighten it really nice onto the camera. The less tools I have to carry, the better, so it's kind of annoying that this was overlooked, and it's a really easy fix. The other thing that bothers me is the actual case. It's not so much of a case as it is just padding for shipping. It doesn't have a hinge or latch or anything, and the top is completely separate from the bottom, so you can't really just put it in the trunk with a pile of gear because the top could easily come off and things can fall out or get damaged. For how great this gimbal is, it really deserves a proper latching case with a handle. If you want to pick this gimbal up, I'll have an affiliate link in the description, so please consider using that. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it does help me create more videos like this. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up so more people can see it, and make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss the next video. That's it for now, guys. Leave a comment below and let me know what review you want to see next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.